Hi everyone, this is Nancy Ann and I am here working at home helping people learn how to have an online business, and today we're going to be talking about a different kind of business. This is a business that is on your phone. Now if you're wanting to have a mobile phone business, and that's really great because that could just be your one item that you have, you need to make sure that it has enough guts to make it happen. It has a big enough screen that's comfortable for you. And for me, I chose the Samsung Galaxy Note. This is actually the Note 5, and I love it. And I don't think I will ever switch away from the Note because it has so many features, which for one thing, it has a stylus. So sometimes when I want to type and be really accurate and I don't have time to mess around with making errors, I have that access. So I'm not really here to talk to you about the Samsung Galaxy Note, although I could do a complete video on that. But what I'm going to talk to you about today is your opportunity to have a home-based business on your mobile phone with a company that specializes in mobile phone services. They are actually a professional gaming company, and they're a company called GameLoot. And the game side, you understand what that is, but loot is actually your winnings that you would normally get if you went and played a game, for example, at Chuck E. Cheese, or you went to any of the other places where they offer games in their restaurants. As a matter of fact, one of them actually, from what I'm understanding, charges about $800,000 just to get their franchise, to be able to have their restaurant and all their games. And then when you go in and play their games, at the end of that, at the end of each game or during each game, you'll start to see little tickets come out. And those tickets then are cashed in for prizes. Well, now we have a similar situation, but it's on the internet. So for those of you who just love games, you're going to love that. And for those of you who don't play games on your phone, or you really haven't had time to, well, your game is probably your business or your family, so you're still playing a game. But you also may want to cash in on the second fastest growing industry in the world. And now, for the first time, you have the opportunity to do so. And this particular company is already in business. This isn't something that may happen or could happen. They are in business. They started this journey about 3 years ago. They pre-launched a year ago and then finally relaunched themselves with all their new platforms and with all of their learning that they have from the past. So it creates a much safer environment for us to come into rather than a company that's just getting started. Sometimes that can be a little difficult. But they are now in play with their new gateway compensation system, which is spectacular. It's like no other. And also their games. So let me just take you in. Now I have gone onto my Google Play Store because I'm an Android user. And if you are an Apple user, you're going to go to your iStore and make sure you have your username and password to get in, because sometimes that's something you have to do. So I'm going to grab my glasses here so I do this right for you. So I'm going to my Play Store and just checking in there, and it has the opportunity for me to open the GameLoot app, which is called LOOTHUB. So I actually went in and I searched it out first, and I'm going to do that for you because I want you to see the experience. I kind of already had this up. I'm going to take it back. So I'm going to go to my Play Store. I'm tapping on the Play Store, so that's what that's going to look like. Then there's a Google Play area there that you can search for what you're looking for. So I'm going to type in LOOTHUB, L-O-O-T-H-U-B, and I'm going to then run a search for that. So it popped right up. You can see the little parrot that they have there. So I'm going to tap on that parrot, and now what you see is your opportunity to open. So I'm going to open it, and then it just takes me inside where I can look at different things that they have there as far as choices. So what I want to do is I wanted to install it. And by the way, when you saw those choices, you can see that it's pretty cool. It kind of moves around. You're just going to press install. Now, I already have it on my device, so I'm not going to do that, but it will then install. So once it's in, you will then see an icon on your phone, and you can see right there is mine, the little parrot. So I'm going to tap on LOOTHUB, and it pops up like that right away. And then there we go. Now that little coin that you saw twirling meant that it was thinking. So if you don't have a very good internet signal, it might think for a little bit. It just depends how good your internet is at the moment. I'm outside, so I thought that was pretty fast for being outside. And so these are the games. They've got like a little rotator there that gives you different options. This one is kind of like Candy Crush, except it's our game, because when we refer people to it and they play and they upgrade, we get paid. When we refer to it as a company, we can build this out as a business. These are our games, and that is something we've not had access to before. And these are games that are of a wide variety. Like, we're not a niche market company here with this. This company, when I say we, I'm saying you and I, if you participate in something like this, it's not a niche market company. It's a company that is a wide demographic of what they're offering. They want to be the iTunes of mobile games. So in order for them to do that, they're going to have it all, sports games and everything. Whereas there's one company I know of that's just specifically for sports. Well, there's a lot of women especially who don't care about that. So you've got the whole thing. You've got the kids, you've got the teens, you've got the young adults, you have the baby boomers, and you even have grandma and grandpa who play these kind of games. So it's a much bigger opportunity, and that is very exciting. So today we're going to be talking about this Loot Hub, because not only do you have your games in here, but you've got a place right there, those little 3 bars that were there, where you can drop down, and they have a section where they have home, profile, shopping, because they're going to be having advertisers in there, and they have 10 to win. Now this is actually, I uploaded my contacts ahead of time, so it will upload your contacts and allow you to then directly refer a link that they have for you that goes directly out to your contacts to share what GameLoot is doing. Now this part of it is for those of us who are wanting to build a business with GameLoot, and there's 2 ways to do that. One, of course you can just do it for free and play the games, and that's what is awesome. I mean, there's thousands of people that are doing that and enjoying it. And as the free people then turn around and they upgrade and buy tokens, you're going to get paid for that, because they want to play in tournaments, they want to go farther. I don't know if you've ever been to a game place like Chuck E. Cheese, for example, and you see those tickets coming out and people want to cash them in and then they want to play some more. Well, when they want to play some more, they buy more tokens so they can play more games. Well, now we get to do that right on our phones, and that's really spectacular. And I don't know if you know about some of the celebrities out there. They're making millions of dollars for people upgrading and buying their tokens. And so that's what's happening here. So right now it's loading. I have like a couple thousand people in my contacts over the years, and you guys do too. So just think how many people you have on your phone who've called you that you could send this out to, just texting, and let them see your business. So that's what's really cool. So what's going to happen is, when I want to send an invitation, I just push on the little button there, and it gives me the option if I want to send it to my Facebook, my Twitter, or I want to just send it via text. So I'm going to send it via text because I'm going to send it to myself, and then that way you could see what's going to happen. So now it's thinking and kind of pulling up my database. Now sometimes, again, I'm outside and I don't have as good an internet signal as inside, but because I have so many contacts, it can take a minute or so sometimes, and other times it comes up really fast, but when it does, it is amazing. So we're gonna let that do that for a minute. And what's going to happen is I'm going to be able to input my data. But in the meantime, while it's uploading my 2,000 contacts into the system, the point is that I'm able to choose. Oh, there they are. Okay, so I can go ahead and grab a couple people here. So that didn't take too long. So, but you know what? I just want to send this to myself. So I'm going to put my phone number in there. Okay. And I click search. I remember if I'm doing this correctly. La la la. Let me do it one more time because I should have probably put my name in there, because that's usually how they do it. Most people don't have everybody's phone numbers memorized, so let me give it a second to reboot. But anyways, what's going to happen is I'm going to be sending a little message over to everyone. And that message, when they get the text message, it looks like this. And I've already done this, so I'm just going to go ahead and show it to you. So it looks like this. It's going to come in, and it has a little add-on to it here. So let me grab it. All right, here it is. All right, so it's this part at the bottom here. That's going to be what the text message looks like that you're going to send out to people, or again, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you want to individuals. And what happens is you're going to click on that, and it says here, I know you love to play mobile games. Check out what's happening with GameLoot-Network. And that's awesome. So, and again, they're seeing it from you. So that's a number that they're familiar with. And so what happens is I just tap on that. There we go. And it's going to boot up here, and there it is right away. So what we have here, it says turn the world's most lucrative passion into cold hard cash, which is what most people are looking for. And there's a major shift happening in the mobile gaming industry, and people are getting paid to play games, have fun, and share in excitement. So then I can scroll down, and right here, if I tap on that,
are you interested in an easy and proven way to make
money?
money?
I've got a phone that I can
explain
turn
how
this way.
we're putting entrepreneurs just like you into a position to make massive income in the booming mobile gaming industry fast. You're probably aware that people all over the world have made millions online by hard work and motivating people to start doing things they have never done before. The problem is, it's such an uphill climb that for every one person that has made money online, there are thousands who have tried and failed. That's because most online business models are based on trying to get people to adopt new behaviors and do things they've never done before. Now, imagine an online business where people are simply asked to keep doing what they're doing. Nothing new, nothing different, no radical change, no getting out of their comfort zones. Think about it for a second. How did Angry Birds become a multi-billion-dollar worldwide brand? How did Candy Crush generate billions of dollars? It was simple. All they did was add a social sharing component to video games, and the phenomenon was created. Silly, mindless games generated billions, and the people who did all the sharing made nothing. Well, that has changed, and you are among the first to hear about it. We're talking the proven model of social sharing in the gaming industry and compensating the people who do the sharing. Savvy entrepreneurs who understand this concept are jumping for joy right now. So let me explain more about how it will work and how people who take action now will be in a position to earn massive incomes in a proven multi-billion-dollar industry by simply taking advantage of something people already do. Enter your name and email and position yourself at the top of the launch of this viral multi-billion-dollar phenomenon.
Okay, so I just want to tell you that this little video and this little system, it would cost anywhere from $15,000 to $35,000 to have something like this built. And it is all right there for us to use. So what's going to happen next is the person will then put in their information and name and their email address, and then tap that they want to get some free access to it, which then takes them to another video. And that video then explains even more information. So basically, this is an automated online marketing system. And the system itself only costs us $24.95 a month to have the system. And then we have, for as far as our membership with the company and our subscription, we have a choice. If we want to just be a gamer or a gaming, again, you can do that for free. Or if we want to be a premium customer and come in that way for $10, we can do that. We get tokens. We are able to play in tournaments, win prizes. There's a lot of people who really enjoy that, and that's all good. But then we also have the opportunity to be a game ambassador or a brand ambassador. And what that means is that we're going to let people know about this project. We're going to be paid promoters to let people know about this project, about the company, about the games, so that they can go viral, because this company wants to be and plans on being and has the money to be the next iTunes of the gaming industry. And so I see a great focus here. Now, do you understand that the gaming industry has been dominated by celebrities lately? So you've got Kim Kardashian, you've got Taylor Swift, you've got Katy Perry, you have Nicki Minaj, you have Arnold Schwarzenegger, and all these guys out there spending millions with their mobile game company that they're with, putting this out there to their fan base, to their social network. Well, GameLoot realizes a lot of us out there need something, we need a break, we need something lucky to happen, something good to happen. So they have offered us the opportunity to join with them as brand ambassadors for their company and to share this story with other people so that they can know about it and that our social networkers, our friends, our family can benefit from being in the program financially, and the company benefits. So instead of paying the millions of dollars to celebrities, they're paying it to us. So if you would like to have more information on how that works, definitely get back with the person that told you about this. If it was me, great, get back with me. But if it was someone else, get back with them. and they'll be glad to help get you a link so you can see more information on it and how it works. But it is really amazing. For those of us who need to work part-time, great, you can fit this in whenever you want. Full-time, great. They even have executive level income. So if you're somebody who had a great job at one time, you were downsized or you've lost your job, you don't know what you're going to do, please get in touch with us, because this is a very serious thing. This industry here, the mobile gaming industry, is the second fastest growing industry in the world. So it's not monkey business, it's the real deal. So I'm going to go ahead and back out of this here for a second and let you know that then I can also put the games, when I download the games on my phone, so it's ready to go if I want to play one of the games. So this one's just like Candy Crush, and Candy Crush is making so much money. They actually have more of a following. I think it's like 200,000 visitors a day playing Candy Crush. And when they go up to the different levels, they buy more tokens to move up the ladder. So can you imagine if you were getting all those tokens, getting commission on tokens from Candy Crush? Absolutely, that would make a huge difference. And that's what we're doing here. We're doing games that are very similar. This one we do sometimes at lunch. When everybody comes home, we'll play trivia. We like trivia. So my husband likes history, so we play the trivia games, and we get to actually play against other people too. So that's kind of cool. So I'm just giving you a light overview of what this is, but I am running a business off of my phone. I can take this with me anywhere. I've done business during the breaks during a soccer game. I've taken it with me when we're riding in the car. I mean, it is really the way to go. And then don't forget, you have those home-based business tax write-offs, and that is a whole other topic that we'll be teaching on. And if you have questions about that, definitely check out Sandy Botkin's tax bot. He has got some great videos on how it's so important that all of us have a home business. Even if you are making great money, you can get thousands of dollars back by just simply having a home-based business. And so I'm a huge advocate for that. I'm a huge advocate for the entrepreneurs of America who created our country. And you know what? Let's make America great again by doing something ourselves. So thanks so much. Share this information with as many people as you can, because it can make a huge difference. This company seems to have their act together, and I'm willing to give them a good chance. Thanks so much.